I don't know the movie, so maybe there's some excitement happening. But all of a
There's a
sudden, chicken
No,
jockey
chicken
part
jockey
comes
is
on.
definitely the best scene. Like, it's the best scene. I was watching it with Matt. I fucking screamed out. I screamed, just like, chicken jockey!
Were other people losing it too, or no?
No, it was mostly just me. I mean, Lex and her boyfriend kind of. Matt didn't really care. He was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Who the hell is Lex? Actually, I've started streaming, so don't share names.
She's just like a friend.
Uh, wait, is Lex the country chick?
No. I have blacklisted all the country bitches.
Oh, you don't like them Southern belles?
They ain't even Southern belles. Belles would imply there's some sort of beauty to them. They just hoes. Southern hoes.
Okay.
Hoes, Doug.
Let's see.
HO3. I believe the YNs call them 304s. Pretty clever of them to use mathematics for once in their lives. 3. I believe.
Okay.
Let's do it like that. Voila. Bitcoin will never go below 45 billion ever again.
Bitcoin will never go
Doug,
blue.
AI,
what does that mean?
AI is going to be the end of us, Doug. I'm telling you. It's going to destroy all of us. Bitcoin will never go below. Playing with fire, Doug. Playing with 45 billion ever again. Oh, Doug, I didn't realize how base these people are. Look at this. Look at this. What? Cowbunga? What is she saying?
I don't know. She's very animated about it, though.
I wonder how much she's getting paid. I want her paycheck.
Yeah, apparently they all get paid in these protests. I'm kind of pissed about it. I want to go to these protests. I'll yell fucking anti-Semitic stuff for money.
Oh, Kanye did it for free.
Kanye's song is on the list. He definitely didn't do it for free. He's getting paid a lot of money for that.
Oh, I bet. This is in America too. Isn't that funny?
I mean, I
look one. A broken record. Come on, guys. Get a new slogan. It's time to update it. It's 2,000 years. Come on.
I think it's fine. It just always surprises me that people are sympathetic.
Diplomat says, oh yeah, Israel. Israel's kind of, well, supposedly, once again, Doug.
Yeah.
Rumor mill. Like, oh, Trump is against Israel now.
I'll say this: there does seem to be some signs that tensions are rising, and if we're being honest, it's not the only time that tensions with Israel have existed between the U.S. and Israel. I think, was it Reagan or Nixon? One of those two also had a pretty big problem with Israel, and like they stopped, working together for a little bit. So
I can think of a better one.
What?
JFK.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I said it out loud, and I knew it was coming. Is there anything new on the JFK files? They literally.
Supposedly they released more shit. But...
Well, yeah, I sent you the link. Not supposedly.
Yeah,
they definitely released more shit. As far as I know, though, nobody is looking through them, so we would be the only ones.
It says March 18th. I don't think they've updated it, have they?
Click the link that I sent you.
Like that you sent me. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Where is this?
I don't know. Somewhere in between all the shit posting.
Oh god.
But there were only like 5,000 or 6,000 released, and then an additional like 40,000 have been released on top.
Okay.
April.
All right. I think
okay.
this is, what is this?
This is not too
The
long ago.
assassination of Okay, cool. I think this is it. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. Let's just click on the first one and see what pops up.
FBI stuff. We love looking at FBI stuff. Enclosed are the following what? Enclosed are the following items. FBI reports
Re-examine
regarding
evidence.
Peruski tape?
Yeah.
What the hell's that? I don't remember what that is.
Oh, that's a guy who's recording the events.
Okay, well, that's...
Tape reporter for Harper and Row Limited, and a copy of the state from the State of California Archives. Scientific procedures for gunshot analysis. Review the case. Item 1B84 is one copy of magnetic tape recording from Prunsky provided to the FBI by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, hereafter referred to as our CMP tape. 2 filters of the RCMP tape. Blah, blah, blah. Requested to ship it. Okay, so just some pretty standard stuff there. I want to see something a little bit spicier. Let's go to the first document. Oh boy, wait a minute. 6,000?
Yeah, well, I think they said it was 40,000 new entries.
Okay, Doug.
Or files.
I like conspiracies as much as the next guy, but I'm not retarded enough to sit here for hours looking through.
I don't think anyone is, which is why I assume no one has.
Like, the other one was cool because it like released shit about everything, and this is kind of just like, we get it. We already know who killed JFK. This isn't a mystery. This is like 80 years later, right? Like, or not 80, 60 years later. Like, there's no, like, let's click on this one, see what pops up. Like, look, what is this? Mail? Photocopying mail? Yeah, like, I don't. Oh, what is this? Oh, shit. Is it the audio?
What is this? Thought I heard something.
No, audio.
Oh my god.
This audio is terrible. How was this admitted into evidence for anything? I can't hear jack shit.
I mean,
what the fuck thought this was okay?
I mean, they probably blew it up and enhanced it. Cleared out all the background noise.
What background? It's all background noise. The entire thing is background noise. What do you
can kind of hear like the people yelling and screaming. Like, you can kind of hear what's going on.
I'd be like, listen, Doc, you're gonna have to send this somewhere else. I ain't listening to this shit. The next guy can get hearing damage. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, there are ways to clear up the audio so that.
Just take your time. I'll hold the mic in front of you. Just tell me everything, starting from when you first saw the senator come in the room, and what happened.
Well, everybody was in the main room, listening to him speak, and it was too hot, so I went outside, and I was out on the terrace. And I was out there for about 5-10 minutes, and I started to get cold, and then, everybody was cheering and everything, and then I was standing there just thinking, thinking about how many people there were and how wonderful it was. Then this girl came running down the stairs in the back, and said, "We've shot him, we've shot him." And I said, "Who did you shoot?" And she said, "We shot Senator Kennedy." And after I can remember what she had on and everything. And after that, a boy came down with her. He was about 23 years old, and he was Mexican-American, because I can remember that because I'm Mexican-American. And I said, "What's happening?" And all of a sudden, all these people start coming down that back end. And I walked in, and I was by the bar area, and nobody seemed to know anything about it. And I thought, well, you know, maybe I misunderstood or
Wait a
something.
minute. Did this young lady say we?
She said,
Meaning we, the Mexican Americans?
No, she was not of Mexican American descent. She was not. She was Caucasian. She had on a white dress with polka dots. She was light-skinned, dark hair. She had black shoes on, and she has a funny nose. It was really funny. My friends tell me I'm so observant. So I walked right back in, and I thought to myself, if something happened, somebody should know about it. So I walked in, and I said, Heather, who was shot? And they said, nobody was shot. Nobody was shot. And I said, oh, all right. And I waited a while, and then I walked to a telephone booth, and I called my parents long distance to Ohio. And I woke my parents up, and I told them Kennedy was shot. My parents have, been following me with the campaign. So I was in the telephone booth, and then I saw just masses of people seeming to run by the telephone. And I hung up. I told my parents I had to hang up. Hung up. I went back into the main room, and I asked who was shot. And it must have been 10 minutes. 10 minutes before anybody on that ground floor seemed to have known anything. And I said, who was shot? And then this Marge J was on the speaker, and she was saying, somebody has been seriously injured. Everybody please clear the way. Go to the television set. So I was standing by the television set. And I was just standing there and listening to everything that happened, and I couldn't believe it. And so I wanted to make sure, so I asked, who was shot? Was it him? They said, yes, it was. So I went back to the telephone booth, tried to get my parents, but the lines were all tied up. I couldn't get through.
Did you work for Senator Kennedy?
I'm co-chairman of Youth for Kennedy in the Pasadena-Altadena area. I worked very hard for him, and everybody in the Pasadena area worked very, very hard for him. 1965, I met him in Washington, D.C. in an elevator. He stepped on my foot, and I shoved him. And it's an unforgettable experience. At the SRO, he gave me the speech that he made that night. I have the very speech he made that night.
You didn't get close to where he was carried out or where he was shot?
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Thank you very much. Let me just look around. So many people have come in. Have we anyone else who was close to the incident?
Wow.
Have we anyone else?
That's fucking insane, Doug.
Wow.
That
He shot him.
confirms fucking everything. Black hair with a funny nose and white skin. Gee, I wonder who it could have been.
Wow, huh? It's
A
wild.
Mexican American. That, Doug, this is just one FBI tape from like 50 years ago.
I know. I
Think
wish
about how many more tapes the FBI fucking has. This is insane.
I wish they would drop.
And think about it. They never released this shit.
I
They
know.
held on to it.
Yeah, apparently this was
They
all
knew.
locked up. This was all just like in the basement of it, dude. Whatever's going, look, New York. Whatever's going on in New York is fucking just. I'm convinced it's all criminal activity, like all of it.
Yeah.
So apparently,
Yeah, 100%.
all of this stuff was just locked up in some archive in New York. It had never been parsed through. It was just sitting around, and they had to physically go there and say, "Hey, give us this shit." And apparently, they did the same thing for the Diddy stuff and the Epstein files. Whatever is going on in New York, bro, I don't know. But it's
All right, Doug. All right. Before this stream, I was hesitant to believe that Trump could be, disingenuous towards Israel, or that he's looking to cut ties with them. This audio file being released, it doesn't get me all the way there, but it gets me a little bit closer, Doug.
I know.
A little bit closer.
Like, I feel the same way all the time about Trump. I'm like, you're not supposed to like a politician. You're not supposed to believe anything they say, right? You're not like,
yeah. 100%.
you're never supposed to. You never. So you're just like, okay,
Never.
fine. But then this fucker does some things, and you're just like, I can't believe that's even possible. Like,
Think about of all the fucking audio files that get released, they release this shit. Oh my God.
It's kind of funny that we randomly this was random. This was not planned. He just pulled this shit up, and then Braden clicked it, and this is where we were at. It was not part of the plan. It does just so happen to be a week of which a lot of tension has kind of been subtly rising between Trump and the Jews, or Israel.
Yeah.
So apparently,
the
Zionist Jews. So apparently, one of I believe the CIA director or someone in somewhere in that area got fired. His last name is Gates, I think.
Yeah.
Or Walsh, I can't remember which. And he got fired. Do you guys remember the Signal Gate conspiracy where they kept releasing in private text messages? Do you remember that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this guy, they were trying to figure out whose fault it was, and they kept saying it was Pete Hegseth. And then Trump was like, no, this guy's actually at fault. That guy just got fired.
Yeah.
He got relocated to the UN, which the US doesn't care about it anymore. So
think about how long Israel's been doing that, where they have a guy on the inside that's like,
oh yeah,
yeah, not including all the Apex sponsored guys.
Yeah,
oh, dude, there's more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a ton. I just want to throw in a few more before we continue listening, but. The entire past 3 days has just been Trump kind of subtly bagging on Israel. So we've signed a deal with the Houthis outside. We're supposed to go through Israel for everything, and we're supposed to sit them down at the table for everything. We've been going over their head now, just straight to the people.
Yeah.
We went to the Houthis. We signed it. We said, hey, cool off. We're going to Iran. Directly, we're not including Israel. We're just starting to cut off. Israel's starting to get cut off one piece at a time. Just nope. There was recently Trump is currently in Saudi Arabia having a meeting with all those big princes and kings. Guess Israel's not there.
Yeah.
Israel is kind of getting cut out of the picture here. So yes, I'm not completely sold yet, but I don't know. I keep holding out for. Just in case I get the rug pulled out from under me. But I will say, this fucker is consistent in what we think should happen in the government.
I will say, Doug, I will say, if it ends up being one of those things where it's like Trump is disassociating with Israel because Israel's about to fucking carpet bomb Gaza, and then once they carpet bomb Gaza, they're gonna get back together again like a married couple or a bad ex.
No, literally just before we started this today. He was getting interviewed, and he's forcing Israel to open up aid and actually stop committing atrocities in Gaza. He's kind of switching the script on him. Again, I'm still holding out. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm inclined to think you're correct. However, every time I doubt this guy.
Yeah. Something crazy gets released that typically doesn't get released under other administrations, right? So I want to look at more of. I think this is Sandor Serrano's who we were just listening to. There's a hotel one. Let's see. Let's listen to this one. Come on. The fuck?
11.
First citizen call ambassador, Hotel 5.
I don't know what happened. We have a tent of everybody here tonight.
All right, I don't know what happened, so I don't want to hear anything they have to say.
The real question is how did they get the recording of that phone call?
Yeah, this is true.
In 1968.
Okay, I want to point something out here, Doug. The name of these files say FBI Experience RFK 2017 0108, right? That means these things were looked at. When was Senator Kennedy killed?
1968, I assume.
1968. Let me double check to make sure.
I mean, that's just the date that these are. Okay, yeah, 1968, June 6th.
Yeah, 1968, yeah. So, about 50 years or so. These things say 2017 0108. And I want to point that out here because I think after Trump took office in 2016, he did start to have his own people in the FBI. And I think he kind of just told them, I just want you to go through some documents, just reorganize stuff and label them and, archive them accordingly. And that's why you see 2017 is because it's about a year It's about the time he took office, pretty much, roughly.
That was
So that's why I
when
think,
he did sign the first release of the files during that time.
yeah,
That was when he first signed
yeah.
the thing.
But we didn't receive them, so that's why you see 2017 on them. I think. I
Hmm.
think that makes the most sense. So I wanna keep going here. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, that is wild for sure. It's front page too. It's like
Yeah, it's front
like
page.
the
Yeah,
first one.
yeah, that's pretty insane.
It's a lot of files.
I want to see. I just want to click on a random one here.
Um,
Outgoing telegram. Listen, I don't really care about
Jerusalem. Non-American lawyers to defend a personal trial. Embassy. Press and local reports. Jordan. Memorandum of conversation. Jerusalem. Should lawyers decide to come to us, be confronted?
I want to see who Google says assassinated.
Google's the
Robert F.
worst one to ask.
Yeah, no, I just want to see. Assassinated by Sirhan, 24-year-old Palestinian. Shot
Wait,
Kennedy multiple times at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles shortly after Kennedy's victory in the California primary on June 4th. Does this guy look Mexican American to you, Doug?
I mean, no, I guess. I don't know.
They're trying to
Is
say it's
that who
him.
they
Palestinian
said?
Jordan.
Is that who they said is the original shooter?
Yes.
Okay.
Following a speech tonight was when Democrat walked through the kitchen of the Ambassador Hotel shortly after midnight on June 5th, 1968, where Sirhan shot him. Well, now, Doug, I want to start looking through pictures from the Ambassador Hotel on the night of June 4th, 1968, and see if we can find a woman in a polka dot dress.
That would be cool. I'm sure there were a lot of
Let's
pictures
take a look.
taken by them.
Ambassador Hotel pictures, June 4, 1968. I just want to see pictures. I don't want to see anything else. Woman in a polka dot dress. Holy shit, that enhancement. Holy crap. They really. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Is that the only set of pictures?
Maybe.
There's no way.
I mean, what is this? JFK Library?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if we can find.
Looks like fucking Melania Trump.
It does look like Melania Trump.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
Just like Beavis and Butthead.
For real.
Yeah. Wait, is this the only photo here? Yeah, it's the only photo. Come on, Flickr. You used to be so good. Ah, here we go. Oh, shit.
I mean.
It's a polka dot dress, isn't it, Doug?
Yeah,
Am I
it looks
losing
like
it?
it. No, it does look like one.
Polka dot dress. Zoom in more. Enhance.
Zoom in,
Enhance.
zoom in,
Enhance again.
enhance.
Can't even see her face. That's the problem.
Yeah.
See, these people aren't like entirely smart, Doug. A polka dot dress. This has to be her, right? Okay, let's look at another picture.
Oh.
Floral pattern. Floral pattern doesn't count.
Yeah,
It's not polka dot.
yeah. Although on the left,
You see the woman again.
Yeah.
Once again with her back to the camera.
Maybe she's smarter than you think.
Maybe she is. We're about to find out. No, floral pattern, not polka dot. Floral pattern, not polka dot. Don't know what's going on there. This is them setting up. Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the only. Yeah. There's actually a lot of photos about this. Nope, not a polka dot dress. Not seeing it. It said white polka dot dress. It had to have been her. Could have been anyone else.
We shot him, she said. That's crazy.
That is crazy, dude. To literally say it too. Like, dude, if I hired you to do that shit, I would never hire you for anything again. Hell, I might off you after that one.
I mean, I guess back then you could say whatever you wanted, and there was no risk of it going online and ruining your reputation.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course, you could start.
Shots, Kennedy. Woohoo! Beers on me. Like, dude, that's cooked. That's so cooked. What the fuck? Who says that shit? If you just shoot someone, like, what?
I don't know.
You didn't even shoot him. You made someone else do it for you.
There's a search. There's an index. Can you look up anything on the Majestic?
I can look for MJ12.
Yeah, see if anything on MJ12 comes up.
Nope.
What were the other names they had?
I mean, these, once again, you're looking at the name of the PDF files. You're not going to name the PDF files. It's something that's sensitive data.
Ah. I wonder, man.
And think they knew. The FBI knew years ago.
Yeah.
Literally around the time it happened.
Of course they knew. Who fucking care?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
What I think the experience has kind of led me to believe is that the different, you know how the United States are kind of separated by ideology, individually. I think that the same probably applies to the different factions in each state. You know, so I imagine the FBI, headquartered in New York, probably operates a lot differently than one that's in the South.
Yeah.
Which is why New York is so corrupt and fucking needs to be blown up in Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Spider-Man and Batman are always in New York. Or actually, I guess Batman's in Gotham City, but
that's
whatever. You get the idea.
Yeah. First Baptist Church.
I don't know what even this is.
Who's this?
Oh,
this is the guy. This is the shooter. Or the alleged shooter.
His name isn't Sirhan. It's Sadila Sirhan, first off. But
Palestinian. Wait.
Current occupation is painter and spray painter.
What does that say next to Palestine?
Jerusalem. It's supposed to say Jerusalem. They misspelled it. They forgot the U.
Okay.
Guy typing this out probably.
Okay.
Needs to get fired.
No. If I'm being I mean, yes, you're correct. But I've been tracing my family lineage, and part of it is reading files. Like, I just use AI to do it because I can't be bothered. But a lot of the records from those times are just fucking recorded entirely wrong. Not only are the initial documents incorrect, but then the person who digitizes it also makes mistakes. So they sit there and they try and read it off, and then they fuck it up too. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how, like, the game of telephone plays out with documents. Like, I'm talking about important documents. I'm talking about, like, Census Bureau data. Just gets fucked up. Like, it's so crazy.
Where's he from, Jonathan? Oh, he's from Jerusalem. Say that to me again, Jonathan. Jerusalem. Yeah, it's in Palestine, I guess. Jonathan, don't you go to Sunday church? He's like, I just go there to hit on the women.
To be fair, if you go back 20 years, most people probably didn't know what Palestine was either. So
why are these documents upside down? Who did the photocopy? Dude, I would have fired so many people back then.
Like I said.
Let me try and read this shit.
You did.
What the fuck? Do you have any hereditary title? No. Yeah, I can't read.
Here,
I'm
send
not
it.
reading that shit.
Send it to me, and I'll fucking send it through the
Oh, wait.
AI. Tell it
There
to
we
turn it
go.
upside down. Oh, okay. It's
There
from
we go, Doug.
Bloomberg.
Advocated, taught, believed that Nolan supported the interests of communism. No. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Yes. Do you believe in the U.S. Constitution and form of government in the United States? Yes. So this guy says, do you owe any federal taxes? No. Last year you had a federal income tax return 1964.
60 something, yeah.
If male, did you ever register in the United
probably.
States Selective Service? No. I mean, this dude answers all these questions, right? Like,
But you know what's interesting is that what is this document exactly? Because this is a formal
this is
document, meaning
like
this isn't just for him.
this is like an interview, or like a
It's like an
pre-entry interview, like prior to arriving
application.
in
Oh, this
America.
is a petition for naturalization.
Yeah. Saidala Saharn Ra. I can't pronounce it. Gives his address too. Let's look at the address, Doug.
Doxing.
1659 North Lake Avenue. Let's take a look. This is in California.
Doxing him.
Wait.
Mary, what?
Wait, what?
Mother. Bro, what is this guy's Hitler? Heffler?
What the Heffler? Doug, what are you talking about?
Look at mother's name at the top.
Bishop. Looks like Carrie. I can't even read that. Whoever took these pictures needs to be fired. All right, 1659 North Lake Avenue. Let's take a look. This one's trying to give me the one in California or Florida. Pasadena, California.
Oh, what a dump. This guy lived in a dump.
Wait a minute.
What? You know this? He lived
Wait
there?
a minute. No. Hold on. Doug, I want to point something out really quick. Here.
What?
All right. So you see this house right here?
Yep.
Someone lives here, right? Someone.
Yeah, probably.
This is as of July 2015. Let me go down the street a little bit more. That's not part of their residence. Let me go back down a little bit more. Why is this blurred out?
It could have been a child or something that was there.
I don't see any children.
You can also it might be the entrance to a private residence. You can request Google to remove or blur out your property.
Why would they request this?
I have no idea.
Isn't that kind of bizarre, Doug?
No, to be honest. If you go through Google Maps, there's a lot of stuff that's blurred out. There are like some suspicious places.
This place looks abandoned.
I disagree.
I mean the botany is excellent. I will give props to the botanist. There's like shit in the window.
I mean maybe it's like a museum. You know when they turn into a little museum? Maybe it's that. And maybe the actual owners live down that blurred out path. Could be a possibility too.
Using it as a storage unit, it's possible. Let's take a look at another one of these addresses here.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
I don't know, Doug. Maybe we'll find something interesting.
I think we'll find more interesting things throughout the actual files.
Document. Yeah. We'll keep reading.
I don't care about this guy, if I'm being entirely honest.
Well, I mean, this is the patsy. This is the guy they said did it.
I know, that's why I don't care about him.
I don't think we're gonna find anything on the Mexican American.
Oh yeah. Interview. I only care about the MJ12 stuff.
I don't think we're gonna find a whole lot else on that, to be honest with you, Doug.
Feels bad, man. What I don't understand is why somebody doesn't just take all of these files and fucking push them through an AI and call it a day and ask it to summarize the content.
Let's look up Sirhan again. I want to see something. Oh, here's a more recent photo of him.
Really?
Once again, let's listen to this YouTube video where supposedly he says why he did it.
Okay. Hopefully it's public record.
It's on YouTube, so right? Except you two want to be a little bitch. Load the video.
The possible release of the man who assassinated Robert Kennedy 53 years ago.
Who's the host of this channel?
12 News. I don't even know who that is.
It's on fucking ruin it.
12 News.
Demonetize fucking.
In June of 19
What did he just say?
He's got a gun.
Is that what he said?
I'll repent. Sound like it.
Candidate and senator. In June of 19
Get the gun, Gaper.
Kennedy's 10 children lost their father when Sirhan shot him.
Imagine having 10 children. Jesus.
Hotel in Los Angeles. His 11th child, Rory Kennedy, wasn't born until later that year. Now responding to a California parole board panel's recommendation last week to grant parole to her father's assassin, she wrote an op-ed in the New York Times asking how, having committed one of the most notorious assassinations of the latter part of the 20th century, can you be considered rehabilitated when you won't even acknowledge your role in the crime itself? 5 of Rory's siblings also opposed parole for Sirhan.
So he still denies it?
At the time, Sirhan, a Palestinian, was said to be outraged with Kennedy's proposal to send military planes to Israel. He was convicted and sentenced to death, but his sentence was commuted to life with the possibility of parole after California did away with the death penalty in 1972. At a parole hearing in 2011, Sirhan's memory of events was hazy.
The shooting of the gun, how long did you have the gun?
I don't remember that. I'm not aware that I took it in. I'm not aware that I fired with it, but I was confronted with it later on, and I had to take responsibility for that, and I do.
Okay.
Wait, what did he say? Go back, play it again.
Doug, I can't.
What did he say?
Listen to the shit he says about the fucking gun. You know, Doug, I think I would remember shooting someone, right? Right?
Play it.
Listen to this shit.
The shooting of the gun, how long did you have the gun?
I don't remember that. I'm not aware that I took it in. I'm not aware that I fired with it, but I was confronted with it later on, and I had to take responsibility.
I had to take responsibility for that. I do.
Dude, I don't remember. I don't remember having it. I don't remember firing it. However, I was presented with it, and I have to take responsibility for it. What? Dude, that doesn't make any sense. And most of the time, these fucking terrorist bastards, they're like loud and proud about the shit they do when they commit terrorist acts.
And they typically remember shooting someone.
True. Very true. Damn, this guy's...
Dude,
holy fuck.
Dude, this guy is a patsy 100%. He didn't shoot anyone.
I don't
what
remember.
The fuck? It was so long ago. I shot someone.
You know how it is. I just be shooting someone every other week. How am I supposed to remember some fucking senator?
Yeah. It was like, what? There was like a shit ton of people.
No, wait. It's even a bonus because for him, his motivation is supposed to be, I'm defending my country. I'm like stopping the most horrific event that could possibly happen. The U.S. sending planes to Israel, right? Like, you got to imagine this probably took time, focus, so much energy, so much emotion. And this guy goes, I don't remember. Like, yeah, okay. All right, sure, dude. Yeah, all right. Fuck it. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't remember. Handed me a gun or something. Nah, fucking, I bought a gun. May or may not have shot it. I don't remember. I don't remember having a gun or firing it. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, a woman in a white polka dot dress saying we shot the senator standing right next to a Mexican American, apparently. But it's supposedly this guy, right? Who never even actually admitted that he did it, apparently.
Yeah.
For a killing that shaped the course of an already turbulent political nation of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh my God, you should see the stuff that's come out about MLK. It's kind of funny. No one's talking about that. But apparently the guy really loved doing, I want to say it was coke and like fucking whores. Like, he is a madman.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, hey, fair enough. But like,
at least he's not a pedophile.
It's true.
That we
Two
know.
of Robert Kennedy's children support his release.
My father was taken away from me.
Douglas Kennedy, who attended last week's parole hearing, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who
It's our
wrote a letter
mans.
saying in part,
Yeah.
He knows.
Can speak definitively on behalf of
Yeah.
my father. I firmly believe that based on his own consuming commitment to fairness and justice, that he would strongly encourage this board to release Mr. Sirhan because of Mr. Sirhan's impressive record of rehabilitation.
The guy can't even remember he did it. How can you sit and be like, yeah, this guy killed him, 100%.
RFK,
I would remember shooting
knows.
someone.
He knows.
Sirhan had
You're-
been
it's
denied
not like
parole
it's not a
15
random
times.
psychotic moment. Like, it's a very focused, emotionally driven moment in your life. Like, he probably spent a good amount of time putting this together. Like
Yeah.
I
But
doubt he was
last
just
week,
running around with a
prosecutors
gun.
Did not oppose a release because
Yeah.
they were not in the room. That's because the Los Angeles County District Attorney, George Gascon, who was elected in late 2020, directed his prosecutors to stop attending parole hearings. His office says this allows the parole board to make an objective decision not just based on the facts of the crime, but also on how the person has behaved in the years since committing it, a point of debate among the Kennedys now watching the 120-day review period to see what the full California parole board decides and whether Governor Gavin Newsom weighs in after that.
Ugh, God, not Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. Gavin Newcomb.
Ugh. What the freak?
Yeah. Essentially, FBI made a patsy. They covered it up. One in a white
Or they're
polka
just
dot
dumb enough
dress.
and believes that this guy did it, for fun.
Possibly. The guy said, I don't remember doing it, but I had to take responsibility for it. That's the sound of someone who's got arrested for something they didn't do.
Yeah, poor bastard. Poor fucking bastard.
It was a Mexican American. Look at that guy. He kind of looks Mexican American, right?
True, actually, that's probably how it went. That's
Yeah.
actually how it went.
It may have been someone told him to, I don't know, maybe bring a gun to him or something, and he just was around before the actual person shot him, and they assumed it was him because he was just a fool. pretty much.
Maybe.
Possible.
Also, maybe I don't know about gun laws in the state during that time period. So
Yeah, we got to support Bibi. Israel's our greatest ally, Doug. Don't forget that.
for now,
For now. As long as they provide us with a military-industrial complex.
they've been doing so much
Holy
bombing.
shit!
They've been
Holy
doing.
shit! Look at it.
Oh yeah, there's been so
Boom.
much bombing since last week.
Boom!
Oh Jesus!
Stop screaming. Screaming ain't gonna help you here. Boom. Boom. All right, Doug.
It's this
Okay, listen, I
video.
want to point something out here.
This is
I want to point
ridiculous.
something out.
Those are some of those bombs are bunker busters.
If you're living in a place like this, that looks like this,
Yeah.
why the fuck don't you just leave?
They can't go anywhere. Where can they go? They can't go west. There's a wall in between them and Egypt. They can't go east because that's where Israel is, where there's a wall with automated turrets that will shoot you down if you go past them. They can't. They're literally stuck. Maybe they can get on a boat. Oh no, Israel put up a blockade off the coast because they were smuggling in bombs. Hey, fair enough. But yeah, they can't go anywhere. They're literally stuck in this thin sliver of land. They're fucked. They literally can't go anywhere.
Why can't they go to Egypt? Why can't they go to Egypt?
Egypt doesn't want them. Egypt put up a giant wall too. The border between Egypt and Palestine is thicker than the one between Israel and West Bank. Egyptians hate them. Okay, look, a long time ago, during one of their wars,
God, story time.
The Middle East, a lot of the Middle Eastern countries, Jordan and Egypt and blah, 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 Lebanon, Yemen, they actually took in Palestinians as refugees.
Yeah.
But they all became terrorists and started bombing them. So they're like, okay, well, like, send them back. Like, what are we supposed to do? I think they're called, like, I don't want to get it wrong. They started forming a literal terrorist organization in every single country, and they were just killing people. So they're like, fuck it, like, we don't want them. Why would we take these people in? Every time we take them in, they just start killing us. Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, so what? They just chill here
yes,
on Israel Island?
Exactly. Yeah, they're just stuck there on Israel Island, slowly getting picked off one by one.
Like, I mean, just look at this place, though. Although it is kind of weird that they have, like, a fairly new car and, like, a place with what appears to be no air conditioning.
Here's the thing that doesn't make any sense. Palestine actually received the most aid in the entire world for a long period of time. They actually did receive the most amount of aid. And I mean, we're talking about dollars. Billions of dollars have been sent to Palestine. But they just decide to use it to blow shit up. Like, that's just what they do. They don't want to. They don't.
Can you blame them? Look at those explosions. I mean, it looks pretty fun.
Fair enough. But like, they just. I don't know. I don't have sympathy at all, if I'm being completely honest. Just because, one, they voted Hamas in, which is the government. So Hamas, look, Israel gave them their freedom and said, "All right, we're done occupying you. You guys can rule yourselves." That's what they said. And then they voted in this government. I forget what the government was called, and things were going kind of well. And then there was a change of government. They voted in Hamas. Hamas, would be like a Republican or a Democrat party. It's very loosely correlated like that. Like, it's a party. That's how it started. And then Hamas is like ISIS. They just don't believe in Israel existing or Western relations at all. They think it's literally Satan coming to invade them. So they just started using all the money they were getting to make bombs. And then the people were like, okay, this isn't working. Here's how it's supposed to work. The government is supposed to take the money, buy food, and give it to the civilians and create infrastructure, right? Like, it's supposed to do good shit. They weren't doing that. The people would be like, bro, what the fuck? We're starving. And in return, Hamas would just kill them. So the people were like, okay, well, let's vote these guys out. Well, they voted them out, and then Hamas was like, we're not leaving. So they stayed in power. And then we had October 7th or whatever the fuck. So, like, again, I just don't have sympathy when this country, this state, gets the most amount of funding in the entire world. They use it to make bombs. Then they blow up pieces of Israel. And then Israel's are like, okay, well, like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And now we're kind of getting some, it's hard, propaganda in that area is so thick. You know what I mean? It's hard to see what's true. But, I don't know. Again, it sucks.
So,
women and children dying.
They kind of just sit there like, well, I mean, it's kind of just unlucky. Imagine being spawned in Gaza.
I know. It's the war. It's got to be. Actually, dude, I've been meaning to talk about this for like 2 weeks now. Can you try and find... I don't know if you're going to be able to find this, but try X and look up mineral mining DRC. There, please pop up. Man, fuck. So, the Republic of the Congo is where we get most of our minerals. However, the way it's done is insane. In Congo. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here. I found something adjacent. But this should tell you enough. I don't think we'll be able to play the audio, but we should be able to play the video. So...
Like Kanye's new song?
No, we'll get to that too. We won't be able to play it, but we can talk about it. Here, open up this. This video is why I laugh at anyone who talks about reparations and slavery. Oh God, not the music gonna get us canceled. So there's this guy. Yeah, fuck Al Jazeera. Dude, I can't find the footage. There's a guy who snuck into the Congo to get footage of how the minerals are actually mined. And yeah, I mean, this is.
I mean, isn't this kind of bad enough, though? Like, is they bad enough for you?
Yeah.
What do you mean they gotta have like no hands, no legs?
Listen. If you have any form of an electronic, okay, if you have a phone or a computer, smart car, whatever, monitor, whatever the fuck you have, you're using slave labor to get it. Okay, in the Congo, they use these children and old people, pretty much anybody, to mine the minerals, and then it gets sent to China to get smelted down, and turned into stuff. So, anyways, I was going to say
Minecraft. Let's play some Minecraft.
Yeah, the real Minecraft.
They're gambling too, Doug. They're starting early. They're gambling.
I don't think dude, they make like less than a penny a day doing this shit, like 12 hours a day at least. And then they go to So I'm kind of all over the place. I'm gonna try to collect myself, but the way the chain of the commerce works is it's mined here. A long time ago, it used to be all owned by the U.S. companies, and then a lot of activists were like, no, this is terrible using, you remember the Nike scandal when they found out the kids were making shoes?
Yeah.
And it was a really big deal. So this was around that same time period, too, where pretty much it turns out we were using slave labor across the globe instead of within the U.S., so there was all this backlash, and then the U.S. passed laws to stop this from happening, and the companies were like, okay, well, how do we bypass this? And lo and behold, they found China. Really great idea. China doesn't care about child labor. They love it. So what do? They start buying up and owning these, I don't want to call them companies, to be honest with you, but I guess it's like what you can call them. I mean, no, they're just like, they're just not actual companies. So they literally take these minerals by hand and like in bags. They take it to a factory that weighs it in, and then it's shipped off to China to get smelted. It's weighed, and then they're paid on the weight, and then it's shipped off. And that company's a company owned by China. The company is not really a company. It's just run by like dudes with guns. The government, it's the government with guns. They just sit there with their guns and they watch the children come up and put the minerals down.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They're doing it to their own people.
I know. So here's where it gets interesting. So China used to be the place where all these minerals got sent to, and owned this infrastructure. I'm using these big words, bro. This is like people hitting things with a stick, bringing the rock to a guy on a scale, and then they get paid in like shekels. Companies and industry, I don't even know if we want to call it that, but I have no other word for it. This is like some fucking archaic slave times, caveman level shit.
I mean, it looks like OSHA has been doing some work on them. They got some reflective vests now and hard hats.
Good job, OSHA.
Yeah.
So Rwanda actually went to war with the Congo recently and started, I don't know if I think it was like a genocide or some shit like that. They just wanted the territory. Well, the leader of the Congo came out and said, oh, please, U.S., save us. Save us, U.S. We will give you our minerals.
Yeah.
Guess who stopped them from fighting, and guess whose minerals are now ours.
All right, guys, you're under new leadership. You don't have to worry about China anymore interfering. Yeah. Oh, thank the Lord. However, you will still be doing the work. It'll just be, instead of 1 penny a day, 2 pennies a day.
Yeah. No, you're entirely correct. And this isn't being talked about, which is why I wanted to bring it up. It was supposed to be a big deal. There's two of these countries. They're at war. One of them is the biggest mineral supply. This is where all the minerals come from. All of them. All the rare earth minerals come from this fucking country right here. These little ass children running around bagging rocks. This is where it comes from. And the U.S. just secured it. Not only that, but the U.S. also secured a mineral deal with Ukraine. So we have obtained our minerals. However, of course, if you are against slavery, you probably shouldn't use anything, with a wire in it.
Well, Doug, it's not technically slavery because they're getting paid.
True, they're indentured servants is the technical term.
Yeah, just like in America. They're not slaves, they're getting paid minimum wage.
True. Very true.
Someone has to make my Subway sub.
Congo guest. Man, so this wasn't well known. This wasn't well known. A guy like fucking did this insane thing where he went through on a boat. He like snuck over fences and like dodged past guards, and he found this video. Yeah, here, I got you. This is the video. These videos that they found, this is due to him. This one guy. Hold on, I'm gonna send you here.
This is
It's pretty crazy when you think about it, though.
No, it's insane.
All these people in the
pit. Insane. Yeah, and here, watch this. Watch the video I sent you. Pull that up.
Holy shit. Like, you can hear the hammers clinking. They're extracting cobalt and inhaling poison dust. It's poisoned their environment, poisoned the rivers, poisoned all the land.
This is not the original.
And everything is being guarded by commandos who are trying to make sure that the public doesn't ever find this out. Because at the end of this is the most progressive companies, like Apple. This is a cobalt.
Yeah.
It's a common thing. Public has found out, and yet they do nothing. Yep. What am I going to do? What are you going to do about it? Like, shit.
But, you know what? So, this is pretty interesting to me, because I know a lot of, activists, left-wing activists who are like, you know when they say, oh, if slavery existed during my time, I would be against it, and I would, do stuff to fight against it? You ever hear people say that shit? If I lived during the time of slavery, I wouldn't have owned slaves. I would have joined the railroad, the Underground Railroad. You ever hear stupid shit like that? Yeah. Listen, we're all a part of it right now. Literally, we're living in a time where there's slaves. And none of you are doing anything. So I don't want to hear this stupid shit, okay? I don't want to
there's nothing you can do anyway. What am I going to do? Am I going to grab a fucking assault rifle and go and kill all the commandos and say, listen, people, I brought $50 with me. Split it amongst yourselves. Like, what am I gonna do, right? Like,
I mean, there are things you can do. You can figure out, where the minerals are coming. Like, don't buy Apple products would be an easy one, right?
Well, Doug, I already failed.
Right. Well, clearly, yeah.
The thing is, I didn't know about it when I bought it. I was just like,
I know, but now you do, right? Are you gonna stop buying Apple products? Are you gonna go and look? Are you gonna do the simple search of, okay, who gets their minerals from the Congo? And start boycotting the companies that do? Probably not, right?
Doug, do you know how many phones are like? And not to mention, they might be lying about it. They might be lying about whether or not they receive it. Samsung might be lying about it.
They probably are lying, and I assure you, Samsung is definitely someone getting their minerals from the Congo. I've 100%.
And it's like, listen. They wouldn't be in such a fucked up position if they had a higher IQ. I'm sorry. Look at Israel. They're in the middle of fucking Palestine, surrounded by people that hate and want to kill them, and somehow they control the biggest military-industrial complex in the world somehow, without even being involved in the politics, really. Like, Ashkenazi Jews have 125 IQ. They seem to be doing just fine.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
I don't know. Yeah, it seems to me like it's a talent tree issue.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying there are obviously things you can do. As far as ending it, probably not. But
like I don't know, Doug. At the end of the day, this is the Congo, right? This is like the fucking jungles. This is
it's an African country.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do, right? Like I don't care. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm not interested in the Congo.
I'm not aiming this at you. I'm just saying.
I'm saying I don't care.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure if you were being defensive or you were just making a point. But if you're just making a point,
I'm being proactive. I'm being proactive.
I got you.
I think if you live in the Congo and you're stuck in a situation like this, you should just save up as much as you can and just leave. Go somewhere else entirely.
They can't. They literally can't. They don't make any money, dude. And when I say less than a penny a day, I mean and I mean like It's not. We're talking like 14-year-old kids with kids strapped to their back, fucking digging in the dirt with their hands for the rock. Like,
exactly.
The bare minimum of, I mean, it's slavery, right? It's just slavery. Let's be honest. Yeah. We're living in slave times, but yeah.
I mean, it's always existed, right? I doubt it'll ever go away unless AI becomes like commonplace.
And then even then, you'll have the people who think that the AI is also, sentient and is enslaved.
Yeah, I mean, like,
there are people who already believe it.
You get spawned as a dude with like, low intelligence, skill, right? And in the place where you're essentially forced to work as a cobalt miner, that's gotta suck ass, right?
Yeah.
Like, if it were me, I would probably just try to leave, go somewhere else, right? Maybe you can figure something else out, right?
Maybe. I mean, I can't pretend to know their entire situation. I just know that this shit is fucking crazy. And the fact that it's out there and people don't know about it is just so funny to me. Yeah,
Buying your Apple products, being like, oh, I'm against the patriarchy.
Elon is such an evil man. Meanwhile, some fucking poor 9-year-old black kid in the Congo is digging in the dirt for fucking like 10 years to get the minerals that make up your phone.
Is that a flip phone?
No.
Oh, okay. Not to say, Doug. I thought you had style for a second.
I thought about going back to a flip phone.
They make smartphone flip phones now with extra cobalt.
Certified straight from the Congo, baby.
I only get my cobalt straight from the Congo in my new Apple iPhone XXX 97.3.
So most likely now what we'll see is the India will take over, because that's like the whole big thing is we're moving our industry from China to India. So India will come into power in these areas, but it's I just wanted to enlighten everybody that this is where your shit comes from.
I would feel less bad if it was Indians mining cobalt, because one, they'd probably get paid more, and two, they kind of just choose that life for themselves for whatever reason. I don't know why.
It's just so
it's the
overpopulation.
Just choose to live in that kind of environment. Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Yeah,
I mean, they have the same issue in Africa, but
yeah, you're not wrong. I always think it's interesting comparing the development of culture when it comes to population density. It gets extremely interesting, and I think you could see it when you visit a big city versus someplace more southern with more space. But like, I when I visited my friend in Chicago, I found it so funny how there were so many terrible things happening all the time. Like, people were getting harassed on the train. We were getting harassed on the trains.
Awesome. Wait, what?
Yeah.
The train? What happened?
Well, like, just random stuff. So, I mean, there's always some psycho running up and down the train itself. I don't know what their problem is or what they're doing, but they're just
PvP. It's a PvP loading screen. It's a train. What are you talking about?
It's a PvP zone is what it is. There's just like...
It is a PvP zone.
Like, we were just sitting there, and my friend has his bag. It's like slightly in the walkway. Not really, to be honest with you. And again, it's completely normal for these homeless people or just crazy people to run up and down the walkways, just kind of looking for trouble or money. I don't know, but he walks by. He's like, he walks past the bag. It's not in the way. He very much clears it, and then he like turns around and like he gestures to my friend and points at it. I'm trying to remember what he said. He's like, "You better get your glass. You better get your glass." And then he just like runs off. And like, that's not the only incident, right? There was also a time we're on the train, and this guy is like chasing this chick, and they start like having a screaming match in the corner. And I'm like, are we about to witness a fucking? We say the R word like every single stream? Well, like, am I about to witness some sexual harassment? Like, what is going on?
No one, Doug, listen. It is a PvP zone. Once you log into the area, you're flagged for PvP immediately. There's a red marker above your head.
You're right, though. That's my point. Is like, they're just, and everyone there just accepts it. Like, it's just acceptable to them. And I asked them, and I'm like, don't you find this shit crazy? Like, there's just, everywhere you go is a threat. Every time you make it home, it's a fucking achievement. Like, is this not crazy to you? And he's just like, I don't know, it's just way of life here. And it's like, they just accept it, in those places with high population density, they just accept it as like, that's their life. So for India, just to bring it back to the point, is like for India, where it's very highly populated, high density, the population gender situation is like 70-30 or something. Like it's some insane number where there's way more males than females. So you have to imagine it's just a fucking, and not only that, but culturally, religious wise, it's basically slightly Middle East, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? You just can't imagine that combination is healthy. Like, it's gotta be fucking. That's why we get what we get, right? Yeah, like you're right. It's just PvP zone. It's just every man for themselves, 24/7. No.
Yeah, listen. If you want things to change, you got to move to a PvE zone.
True. You're not wrong. That's a good point.
Yeah. That's the only way you can make things change.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny that we bring this up, but pull up the look up Jenny TV on X. I mean, like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll get into some of the nice Twitter controversy here.
What? Not B. B.
Jenny. Where's the clip? Surely the clip will exist. So, you would think a place like in the West would be safer, and yet we had this situation recently where this streamer gets punched in the head by a fucking random Muslim guy. Try TTV. Yeah, nice. I'm a genius. Okay, so just for reference, this chick is a IRL streamer. She just travels the world and streams her experiences, and she here's a nice fun game for the viewers. All right, play the clip from the beginning. All right, viewers. If you had to guess where this was taking place, where the fuck do you think this is taking place? This woman travels the world. She's not a crazy popular streamer, but she's well known. And yeah, if you're watching this, fucking guess in which country she just gets randomly punched in the head by a Muslim guy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I mean,
yeah.
He's French.
Yes, yes, correct. He is, in fact, French. This Frenchman just randomly punches her in the head.
Yeah.
For no reason. And
France is cooked, right?
I know, man, but like, what the fuck? And I can only compare it to S2E20, who is in China and is getting praised by everybody. And obviously there was some racist stuff that happened, but like, he's surrounded by millions of people or thousands of people at any given moment, and this chick can't walk down the street by herself without some random Muslim guy punching her in the head.
Kind of superior.
Like, what the fuck? But play it again. One more time. One more time.
Yeah, it's like she tanks the hit pretty well. I think.
She does. Yeah, I thought she was gonna.
Face.
Yeah,
she didn't cry. She didn't cry about it either. Honestly.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. She's just like, what is that? Dude, you must have a weak ass punch. You can't even knock out a chick. Literally doing nothing. It has both her hands full. Like, what?
I feel morally like fucked up about it, because it's like, again, we just had S2E20 in China, and he's like getting this treatment, and it's great, and he's getting lots of gifts, and it's a good time. And China, the leader of China, praises him, and then we have this chick who comes to France, beacon of blah 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 freedom or whatever the fuck they're supposed to be, and she just gets punched in the head by a Muslim guy, dude. And the only response that's come out of this, by the way, is the mayor of whatever county she was in saying, "Don't worry, we'll find the guy." It's like, dude,
I don't think you are gonna find the guy.
I don't think you're gonna find the guy. Dude, what the fuck though? Like, what the fuck, man?
Korean
what is
getting
your country?
punched by a Muslim in France.
Yeah.
This is the timeline we're in. Isn't that crazy?
It's so crazy. Like, I want my sphere, my hemisphere, to be better than the other half. And it's just like, come on, guys, can we do better? Why is this poor Asian chick getting punched in the head? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Arrest that guy. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna find him.
I doubt they'll even try, man.
Yeah.
I doubt they'll even try. And like, it's a cultural thing, because guess what? In Muslim, in some Middle Eastern countries, it's like against their culture for you to run around and film like this, especially if you film them. It's against them. I mean, she wasn't even filming him, is the funny part. She only filmed him after he punched her in the head.
Resist my sexual advances.
Exactly.
It's against my culture.
Very true, dude. Very true. Not wrong.
The white bitches would be like, "Oh my god, it's in his culture. Don't resist."
Do you know what's so funny? Did you hear the story about the woman who was raped on the rooftop in like some African country, and she blamed white people? She blamed white men.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even a joke. Like, that's a real thing.
Yeah. It's called being cringe.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Being cringe.
It's called, please.
I don't even know what that means.
Please don't come back.
Ill.
Please don't come back to this country. Please stay there.
Africa, you can have her. If you like her so much, you can have her.
Yeah, clearly you like her and she likes you. Match made in heaven, keep her, for the love of God.
Yeah, just revoke her visa or something.
See, this lady, for reference for those who don't know, this lady got, on the rooftop of some building. She comes out of it and writes a report about how she doesn't blame the man. She blames white men for making him so angry that he did that act. That's an actual thing that she wrote.
I don't think he did it out of anger. You're gonna take a wild guess.
Imagine how fucking diluted your brain is. Imagine how, just the line of thinking or the neuron traffic. What does that look like, dude? What does this woman's day-to-day thought basis look like? It's gotta be insane.
Get the next flu vaccine. Get the next COVID vaccine. Double booster shot.
Oh God.
Make sure to take my antidepressants combined with Xanax.
True. Dude, I don't know. This makes me sad. I've watched this streamer every time. She's completely harmless. She doesn't do anything. She just
Apparently this guy's completely harmless too. Didn't even knock her out.
True. Couldn't even make her cry. She took that shit like a champ. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Took that shit like a champ.
What the fuck? Just like, dude, what a fucking Giga Chad.
In France, my guy. In France, this happens. Come on, guys. Get it together.
To be fair, if it was a French guy that punched her, she probably would have gained a few more hit points.
True. Oh my lord. She's a sweet person. She doesn't do anything wrong, man. She literally just streams herself. She's probably the least intrusive IRL streamer I've ever watched.
Unfortunately, she's the least intrusive IRL streamer around the most intrusive culture.
How unlucky. How unlucky, dude. I just, as a French person, I'm not French. Well, I am French. I'm not from France, but as a French
I'm French
person,
too now. Fuck me, right?
Imagine, do you not feel like shit watching this, man? Just imagine you're a French person. Surely you gotta feel like shit about what's going on. What the fuck?
The French don't care.
Yeah, you're right.
The French don't care.
You're right.
Look at their country. It's a pile of shit now. They don't care. If they cared, they would have done something.
It's fucking French, dude.
France is still emasculated, 100 or 200 years later. That's surprising. You need Napoleon resurrected. Otherwise, you ain't gonna go anywhere. That's what I would focus on.
Oh, God. Hopefully.
What else is happening in the news? Fox News is kind of changing lately, Doug. I don't know if you've noticed about Fox News.
I watch.
They're kind of becoming.
Yeah.
They're kind of becoming anti-Trump.
Really, I only watch the press conferences and then I turn off the.
Well, I have it running on my TV 24/7 for my cat because it's good background noise and there's no ads. But essentially, it's like every time I look at the TV, it's always like something involving like anti-Trump. Like they're always bringing on someone that's talking. Yeah, it's very bizarre. It's like. Why are you guys anti-Trump all of a sudden? Is this because of the Israel thing? And it kind of elevates that idea a little bit more that maybe Trump really doesn't like Israel.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you that he's so sleeper. And every single time I doubt him. I doubt him every single moment and second of his presidency. I'm like, and then I don't know. He just gets me.
I think maybe they're realizing the propaganda is too weak now. They're losing the optics war, and so they're having to use their controlled opposition, which is Fox News. They're gonna have to like have them flip the script and be like anti-Trump now.
Maybe. So we'll piggyback on that because he also pissed off a whole other industrial complex recently, and that's Big Pharma. So.
Oh no, they're going to kill him.
Dude,
you don't fuck with Pharma.
I genuinely, he flew to Saudi Arabia yesterday. I thought this plane was going to go down.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, he made an announcement that said that the U.S. was going to stop paying any prices over what he calls a favored country, or what is labeled as a favored country. So basically, we will no longer pay the highest price. We will start paying the next lowest price, pretty much until it evens out. So, if you don't know, guys, I mean, we've talked about economics on here a few times.
You save money, big good, very good. You spend less.
Well, I was going to talk about the mechanics of it. So right now, the U.S.
Oh, they don't want to hear the mechanics. They just want to hear how much am I going to be spending less. You spend less. Yes,
Fair
you
enough.
save more, spend less. Yes, clap. Yes, Big Pharma go down. Big good.
Well, I think this goes one of two ways. And I see this kind of happening across the board. One, either Big Pharma will just increase prices for everybody. Actually, never mind. I take it back. There is no situation here where the prices don't go down for Americans.
There's no situation where they don't make money. They're selling us pills they make for like nothing.
That's true. You're totally correct. You're true about that. Not wrong.
This isn't about making a profit. This is about making the most profit.
Yes.
And now they're not going to be making the most profit. They're going to be making like the 5th most profit. And so now they're like, oh no, my 4th yacht. I'm not going to have to sell my 4th yacht. I can't keep up with the mortgage payments on it. No, not the 4th. No, the summer home I have in Tahiti.
He signed an executive order that said that the U.S. will no longer pay for these pills at prices higher than the next best country. And the U.S. is always paying the highest price by insane amounts. He brought up one drug. I don't even remember what it was.
Wait a minute, Doug. I just realized something.
What?
I just realized something.
Huh?
Europe. You ain't gonna have free healthcare for much longer.
Exactly. And guess what? All JD Vance, all of them came out and were like, "Yeah, you want to know what this bill is? Basically, it means Europe is gonna have to start paying their fair share." That's what they said. Yeah. They literally said that verbatim. Yes, dude. Public free healthcare in other countries is a fucking lie. You want to know how they're pulling that off? It's by ripping off Americans. We're paying for other countries' free healthcare. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's like Europe. You know that 40 to 50% you're spending on taxes. He might not have a paycheck no more.
No. yeah, exactly. Fuck your free healthcare at the expense, dude. He was saying some of the prices, they're insane. For some drugs, it's like, okay, in Europe they pay $50, in America they pay $800. Like, it's some of the most insane shit anyone has ever seen in their lives. Like, God bless, dude.
I got 3 bottles of pills, Doug, from the pharmacy one time. Guess how much it said I saved? $260.
Really?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. That's insane.
I used do you know what GoodRx is? I think it's called GoodRx. It's like an app.
Yeah. Amazon has a pharmacy now with like affordable drugs on it. You don't even have to like if you can use insurance if you want, but you can just buy the fucking pills.
Yeah, because they're bypassing Big Pharma. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
It's because of
even
Trump.
Jeff Bezos is like, I'm the real Jew now.
I mean, it's not even just him. Like Mark Cuban and like a bunch of others have started. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure Trump signed something his last term that opened up the markets for everybody, so that anyone could get into the
I think what happened was the patents on a lot of these pills, because they're cheap to make, right? Patents probably got removed by someone in the Trump administration or something.
No. The patents, by the way, are owned by America. So the way the patents are created, or research is funded in schools, MIT, blah blah. They come up with these drugs, they make them, and then that patent is sold to a company.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, keep going.
Yeah, okay. Maybe they just sold it to them then. But it's like, yeah, like the dude, the people heading the Big Pharma industry, or they slept a little bit too long, right? They woke up a little bit too late, right? They're like shit. Like you had it too good for too long and you slept in. Sorry, buddy. Like this is the new reality, and you can kill whoever you want at this point. I'm not sure it's going to resolve the issue. It might just make you guys look worse. So you're going to have to go the legal route if you want to obtain any victories here, more than likely.
Nope, you're 100% correct. Yeah. But it's good. Please, whatever is happening.
I mean, I don't think, like, if you want to assassinate Jeff Bezos, go for it. But I'm pretty sure that dude is more well protected than the president even.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Like his bodyguard had like a prosthetic hand, so you just know the actual hand is fucking holstered. It's fucking on the fuck. It's fucking on, like right under, right, you know, because it has like a sleeve or whatever, and you can see the prosthetic hand. You just know that behind it there's a fucking there's a gun.
Dude, I bet that hand is a fucking robo arm that pops up a plasma shield in times of need. He's probably got the rocket punch mechanic.
Yeah, like some dude went up to him on the street and he's like, "I love you, Jeff Bezos. I'm Amazon Prime. I love Amazon Prime." And Jeff Bezos is like, "Ha, I make more money than you. I love you, little guy. Thank you for supporting me." Like, think about it. Once upon a time, Jeff Bezos was just a dude with like a shitty wooden desk, right? Isn't that pretty crazy? Like, granted, he grew up pretty privileged.
He used to work at McDonald's. The guy would would work at McDonald's, go home, and sit in his little garage. This is how all these startups started, by the way. Yeah. He would go home in his garage.
Well, it's a bullshit story. It's a bullshit story.
Oh, okay.
It's a bullshit story, though. Let's be honest. These people had access to a lot of money. They had connections. They had family members with wealth. Stop. I come from wealth, Doug. Please just shut the fuck up. You worked at McDonald's while your parents are making $300,000 a year. Let's stop talking.
I mean, okay.
Wonder how he was able to sit in his garage all day and not do jack shit? Probably because of that.
I think the resources help, but I mean, it was still a novel idea.
No, Doug. The resources are everything.
No, I mean, what he did wasn't that crazy. He
wasn't that crazy.
Literally just shipped books across the U.S. That's what he did. That's how he started his business. He just shipped books across the U.S.
Yeah, it's a very simple business. Wooden desk that he made himself. By the way, not the best wooden desk. I've seen better. China's made better desks. I wouldn't personally use that desk. I know I've made desks that are definitely a lot better than that desk. And if you've seen his desk, this big wooden one, not very good.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to do a quick Trump.
I don't know. I had this conversation with somebody else recently about the people are getting rich. It's like, I agree and disagree. Do I think most of the people at the top are probably dicks and probably got there through, already having established wealth? Yeah. However,
100%. It's
not that hard to go and look up that Jeff Bezos actually did work at McDonald's and that his business was started in his garage where he just shipped books across the U.S. Like, it's true that he used his family's money to host the website. Like, that's true. However, it was still his idea. Like, he still put in the work of shipping it.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, Doug. I don't know. You kind of have to have connections. You got to come from money.
I disagree. I don't think so. I think there are plenty examples of these people becoming rich and famous off of just the idea itself.
Oh yeah, the Menendez brothers case. I don't know if you give a shit about that.
I don't know who's the Menendez brothers.
They killed their parents for money. They planned it was when they were 16.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
All right, fair.
Nope. We have more Twitter. We have more Twitter drama. Go
United
back
States
to X.
lifts Syria sanctions.
Yeah, we're lifting. I don't know if we wanted to talk about that, but we're lifting. So, oh god, Syria has been in a civil war for like 50 years or something, and recently, the old Assad government. You guys remember Assad? He was known for fucking gassing his own people, genocide. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe Obama faked it. Not sure. Anyways, they chased him out of the government and replaced his government, and Trump is lifting sanctions on them so that they can actually make money. So we'll see how that goes. That's some interesting news, I guess.
Dude, this is crazy. The Episcopal Church is ending its nearly 40-year refugee resettlement partnership with the U.S. government after refusing a Trump administration request to help resettle white Afrikaners from South Africa.
Wow.
Church cited his commitment to racial justice. Oh yeah, it's racial justice by not helping people just because they're white. That's really racial justice, isn't it?
Dude, Jesus.
Isn't that crazy? Holy shit.
You know they're funded
The
by
idea that
American money too.
Yeah. The idea that we would somehow be resettling Afrikaners at this point over other refugees who have been vetted and waiting in camps for months or even years is unfathomable to us. Look at what's happening in your country, buddy. Like do these people wake up in the morning and go to the streets at all? Like do they
No,
see what's
don't.
happening?
No, of course
Like
not.
dude, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Just fucking unintelligent, low IQ. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, it also looks like that.
What's this Twitter drama?
It looks like the overtime, the no tax on tips and overtime is going to pass, so that'll be nice for those of you who make money on tips and work overtime.
Doug, I disagree, Doug. I disagree, and here's why. A lot of the people that are working for those tips are typically single mothers. They don't deserve the money.
Oh, okay. That's
their rent needs to be raised.
Gotcha.
3 times. The rent needs to be tripled by 3 times. If they have a kid, oftentimes they're making child support. They can afford the extra rent. They have an OnlyFans. In fact,
That's
women
true.
have more methods of making money than men do. They can make an OnlyFans. They can prostitute themselves, even though it's illegal. And they also get child support, alimony. I could go down the list, Doug. Listen, their rent needs to be tripled. It needs to be.
I don't know about all that.
They need to have higher taxes than the top 1%.
I don't know what. Okay, calm down. Relax.
Listen, you wouldn't be seeing any single mothers if their taxes got raised for having a kid.
True, although in a population crisis, I'm not sure that's something we should be implementing.
Doug, we have plenty of people. We don't have to worry about people. We have people all over the place. Tesla's making robots anyway. We don't need them. We don't need the people.
Okay.
All right, so what's this?
The Amouranth. Yeah, you can just type her name in there. So Amouranth is. We got a lot of streamer drama today for you guys. You know how much you love streamer drama. Amouranth is an OnlyFans star. I guess I don't know what to call her. She's a streamer.
That's
the last
every 3 months.
True. So, she's an OnlyFans person. I don't know what she does. A model. She's a streamer who shows her titties and ass. Yeah, and makes a lot of money doing it.
Yeah.
She and her husband. I'm gonna say this. I'll say the first thing about what happened, and I'll say my thoughts on it. Her and her husband fought on stream for like 12 hours. And 17, whatever. For anyone who actually believes anything that happens between her and whoever is real, you're all fucking beyond stupid. I will say it's kind of funny. It is funny. However, anything that happens between them and her in general around her is a fucking lie, guys. It's all fake. It's literally all fake. Her first fight with her first husband was fake. The second thing that happened was like they got robbed and like do you remember that? They like had a bunch of people break in and apparently they killed them and they were trying to get their Bitcoin. Also, like, come on, what? And now this, where she fights with her husband on stream. I mean, we can play the clip.
Position on this.
Yeah. It was just that for like 12 hours straight. It was. I tried watching it. I couldn't. It was annoying to me.
This is so fake, it's not even funny.
I know. I know, guys. Like, again, if you think this shit's real, I'm sorry. It's good scripted content, but, like, it's so terrible, man.
Look at their fucking house. Their window has vines.
They live in a mansion.
Doug. It has plants.
they live in a
mansion
mansion,
for their fucking window.
Yeah, I know.
They have botany for their window.
And I think that's like the second floor, too. Like,
this is even the first floor. Look at this is stairs right next to the botany window.
A mansion. She made over $2 million a month for the longest period of time.
Look at his watch. Is that the watch of a man you think isn't willing to act on camera?
Dude, if I'm making $2 million a month, I would script all kinds of crazy events.
Moral compass? How do you spell that?
No, yeah.
MONEY?
Anything for money. Literally anything. So during their fight, the cops were called. He charges the computer at some point, and then after the next day, he sat on camera and ranted for the longest time about how their biggest problem was that she was only making $1 million a month instead of $2 million a month.
She's only making $1 million. How are we going to afford more botany for our curtained windows on our 4-story mansion? How are we going to live, chat? Please send us money. I will. She will have a wardrobe malfunction if you just send her more money.
True. Oh
Yeah,
my
listen.
god. Ugh.
The only people that are lower than the people that are willing to enslave their own people for money are the people that are willing to send money to the people that would enslave them for money.
You broke my brain with that. What did you just say?
Doug, I said the only people that are worse than the people that would enslave their own people for money are the people that would send money to the people that would enslave them for money.
Yes.
With money.
Yes. If you're an enjoyer and think the content is real, your IQ is probably sub 70. If you are a viewer of this content...
Let's put it like this. The people picking Cobalt right now are doctors compared to you.
Yes. 100%. 100%. Yes. Yeah. I would easily trade that population for that one. Yeah. Get him out. Look, and if you watch it because you think it's funny, respect. I tried watching it. I thought it was terrible. I couldn't be bothered. The acting is bad. The acting is so bad. But I don't know. We can play some more clips of it. Fuck it. We'll enjoy it because it's content.
Like Doug, I there are things I don't agree with in this world. I don't think there's anything that I could argue about for 17 hours and just not give a fuck by the second or third hour.
If you were paid $2 million, but you could figure something out.
Yeah, I could. I'll figure something out.
All of a sudden,
shit will get thrown across the room. There'll be piss on the floor. You already know shit's going down.
Oh my god. Yeah, I thought so. For $2 million a month, I show wiener. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's pretty. Can we just take their money and just give it to the cobalt miners? To be honest with you.
True.
That way, I don't have to hear any more bitching on Twitter about them not receiving any money. I think $2 million spread across a few thousand miners is pretty decent pay.
Yeah, and I bet they would work harder. You know what's really funny?
Yeah.
They actually tried. So there were activists who were I think it was in the Philippines or one of those countries where they were getting paid dog shit money, and so a bunch of activists were like, "Well, you should pay them the minimum wage set by our government, right?" So okay, let's try that.
Yeah.
So they actually tried paying these people who made pennies, giving them minimum wage that they would get here in the U.S. Do you know what they did?
Yeah.
They became so rich they quit their job and just ran off to go live in a high profile house according to their own country, and all of them just quit their jobs immediately, so they didn't have anyone to work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. You can't do that. Obviously, you should pay them more than pennies, okay? And the situation shouldn't be how it is in the Congo. So. Figuring out the medium, I have no idea, but it's funny watching.
We can't let them get too rich where they don't want to work. That's bad for the economy.
True.
It's ridiculous. Oh my god, it's cooked. It's all cooked.
It's so cooked. Try and find the clip where he charges the camera. That's my favorite. I don't know. Amouranth husband charges the camera. This guy posted it. Yeah. No, it's not that one. I don't know what. It's not this one.
Right.
Nope. This one maybe? The one right below that one? Yeah, so the cops were called. And nothing happened, by the way. They just left them there and they continued the stream.
Who called the cops?
Amouranth did. Try Amouranth husband. See if that comes up. Carefully, you keep going down.
Dude, she should be in fucking jail. Using the cops' time for your own fucking.
I think he's an actor. I don't even think it's real.
Yeah. Yeah,
And by the
when you talk
way,
about streamers, usually
this chick is super smart. By the way, she funnels all her money into like buying gas stations and shit. She's super smart, or her manager is. She pretends to be dumb. She was on stream and she's like, I don't know anything about health insurance and stuff like dude, she's super intelligent. She's really good at making money. This is all scripted shit. Where is how come it's not showing?
I can't find it. I can't find it, Doug.
Let me try.
And then
Let's see what XQC has to say about it.
after I had to argue, whatever. I know for a fact.
Oh, she paid him.
Yeah.
He said they were arguing. Yeah, she paid him. Wow, man, this shit goes deep. That's pretty crazy.
No!
Oh, God. Why do they have to yell so loud? Wow, I can't find it. I wonder if it got taken down.
Because we have been text Angelica. All night, I was telling her, let's turn off stream. Let's turn off stream. Let's not do this on stream. And every time.
This is so fake. It's not even funny.
I know.
This is crazy.
I know. It's fucking. I can't find the video either. He runs at the camera and like pushes her aside and like takes control of the mouse and keyboard. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's just so fucking fake. And
C-list acting.
My favorite part is that every single time during these streams, she like during the first one with her husband, she like made a comment about how he was small. She just randomly is like, yeah, and he's small too. She just like starts flaming them like that and like, bruh,
Doug,
come
I don't
on.
think you understand how much this watch is.
I don't know, how much is it? How much is it worth?
This. You want to look this shit up? Want to see?
Oh, yeah.
Where is it? Show me.
Your consent? Do not.
Okay, no, we're not. Well, I do not consent.
What? $1 million?
$1 million.
1.5 million? Oh god, Jesus.
1.1 million. This is a $1.1 million watch, Doug.
What does it do? What can it do?
It tells you the fucking time. That's what it fucking does. For $1.1 million, it better tell me the time every day for the rest of my fucking life.
Dude, it better do it better do my damn taxes. It better do more than that.
I'm not gonna lie, Doug. If I had this watch and I was rich enough and wealthy enough to buy this without giving a shit, I would take it and then I would take a video of me smashing it with a sledgehammer.
Ah, yes, the Mr. Beast style of.
And I'm sure the company that made it, Richard Mill, would come out and be like, "I'm banned from all their stores."
Oh yeah, actually, it's like Lamborghini or Ferrari has a policy in place that when you buy one of their cars, you can't destroy it. Like you'll get in trouble if you fucking post a video of you breaking it and destroying it.
Yeah, which I would 100% do, and then I would proceed to buy an actual car, which would probably be either a Tesla or a Honda Civic.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of Twitter drama today. A lot of X and Twitter drama, or fucking Twitch drama. A lot of streamer drama.
Okay, like Doug. I mean, the streamers are streamers, man. They're gonna act. They're gonna be actors, and they're gonna get paid. And so, what's another streamer? Any more streamers?
Sure, I got you. You want more? Kai Cenat started a streaming school, a streaming college, and he's getting backlash because he's not inviting any white people.
I mean, yeah, that's just typically black people in the space, or they're going to support their people, right? I mean,
yeah, I don't really think it's that bad. Yeah, good.
I mean, like they exclude white people, just like Jewish people exclude white people, just like Asians don't typically accept white people into their businesses. It's kind of just how it is, right? White people are the only race of people really that are kind of fine with hiring anyone for the most part. I mean, obviously you do have some, communities where they don't really hire white people, but it's kind of few and far between in comparison per capita. However, I will say I don't really care about Streamer University. The reason I don't care about Streamer University is because you're paying money to learn shit that is like requires less IQ than what
I mean, it's for content. It's for content.
Yeah,
it is strictly for content.
Yeah. Yeah, like Streamer University. Like, if you were to make a fist but still leave enough room inside of your fist to be able to blow air through, could you accurately blow through the same amount of air through your fist with your fist 1 inch away from your mouth and then 3 in?
What? Who is this person?
I don't even know.
Is this which Emily is this?
I have no clue. Emily Zolise.
I know that Emily that ran the red light, she applied. I don't know what. Oh, this guy's applying.
Her dude. Done. She is absolutely psychotic. She's absolutely fucking psychotic.
Who? Emily?
Emily,
oh, Emily,
the one who ran the
yeah, look her up, dude. She's so funny. Again, I have such a hard time figuring out, like, are these people that stupid, or is it just for content?
She pointed a gun at fucking Miskiv.
Did she really?
She pointed a gun. Yes, she's like, "Oh, look, I got a gun." She points it at.
But try and find the clip. What is Emily? It's not Wang, right? I can't. There's two Emilys.
I can't remember. Here, I'm gonna pull up the clip where she points the fucking gun.
Oh
look at this
my
shit.
god!
Look at this shit. Now, granted, it's not loaded.
Wow.
Holy.
Oh my
Jesus
god!
Christ. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Dude. Holy shit.
Literally, the magazine's right next to it. There could have been one in the chamber though that she didn't see.
Here's another. You have 2 magazines.
The clips.
Sorry, clips. What's this? Magazine?
No, they're all clips.
Oh, what's a magazine then?
Holy shit, Emily! Fuck.
She does it again.
It's gotta be for content. She can't be this
Dude,
dumb.
Risking someone's life for content.
Oh my god, dude.
Even Miskiff is like recoiling. Like, this isn't planned at all. She's just fucking psychotic.
There's no way she's that dumb. There's no way. Dude, I refuse to believe.
She's smart. Dude, she is smart. She's not dumb. She's not like she makes a shit ton of money every month. She's not a retard.
True. Yeah.
However,
for content,
when it comes to anything that isn't involving her personal safety or her life, she doesn't give a fuck. She's so self-absorbed, like 100. She's like one of the most self-absorbed streamers, and like people don't even realize it because she's just like, oh, it's funny, I'm doing a bunch of retarded shit. But
I'm just a girl.
yeah, 100%, dude. Literally,
she's
I'm
a
just
war
a girl
criminal.
meme.
She's a war criminal for sure. She's a war criminal.
How are you gonna point a gun at, dude? When I went to the shooting range to shoot like birdies, I was like, dude, I did not even want to touch the gun. Like, and this she's just like, ooh.
Like, what's in here?
Oh, what's in here? Like, dude,
yeah.
Like, holy like, don't get me wrong, Doug. Don't get me wrong. She's one of the more attractive streamers. I'll give her that. She's one of the more attractive female streamers out there. However, absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely
okay, do the video of her going through the light, because that shit's so funny to me.
And the funniest part is I can just type in Emily runs red light, and I bet the top result's just going to be, oh yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Common ass name like Emily. Oh, look at this.
Yes. What's this?
This one I'm actually not going to blame on her, Doug. She's Asian and she's a woman. Honestly, Doug, and I'm also going to be a little bit honest
go ahead.
Okay, so you see, it kind of just turned red, and there's a delay timer. I would have red light.
I'll say this: it's not really her doing this; it's her reaction to me that like kind of sets.
I think she actually runs the second red light too. Though I think I could be wrong. Yeah. Okay, this one she stopped at. Never mind. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
That's what she
says. No problem.
Listen, that happens all
felony.
The time.
See you in 2 weeks. Jesus,
Austin,
Emily.
You know, like,
everyone got their hands up. 4K. Jesus.
Really,
your hair does look nice.
Really long. Are really long.
Look at this.
So, usually I just go past.
Yeah, look at this. This guy posts.
Thank you, Gibberish, for the prime.
You can't just say that.
That happens all the time.
See you in 2 weeks.
Austin,
Where is it?
In Austin, you know, like the stoplights here.
Your hair does look nice. Gamer Wheels 01, a moderator.
What the fuck?
Her hair does look nice after she just ran a red light. These mods, dude, I can't. The Twitch mods are becoming the new Discord mods.
Are really long. Hi, so Emily. Usually I just go past.
Oh, also, her parents lent her like $170,000 for college.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't pay them back.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
Dude,
that.
how you know how many subs those are? Look at those subs, and this doesn't include donation. That's a minimum of around. You're looking at like 40,000 like a month minimum, right? You can't pay them back 3 months worth after they give you 4 years worth of money. I respect it almost. I almost respect the self-absorbed nature of it.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah. I got no words. But I think it's just so. She got banned for like a day or something for this. But
yeah, like they're not going to ban a woman. They're not going to ban an Asian woman for running a red light. It's just not going to happen. She could do it 20 more times and they won't give a fuck. Hassan Abi is still not banned. They
oh my god, that guy's a dude. I don't want to talk about him. It's so hard for me to tell. It's like, okay, are you doing this on purpose, or are you just that dumb? But him and Destiny, I just assume they're just like they do it for the content, just to get the views.
100%. Well, I mean, Hassan at this point is apparently telling people to like end their lives in Minecraft.
Yeah, he did. He said that for a senator or something. He's like, just go kill him or something.
Yeah, like that's literally like I forget what class it is. It was a class like 2 or 3 felony or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like advocating for the death of a high-ranking government official. Like that's like actually like a federal like thing. It's illegal.
Not allowed to do that, and he just freely did it. So that
like
was
people
cool.
have been fired for my work for putting out Instagram stories of having bounties on people's heads.
Really?
Yeah. I don't really talk about all the crazy stuff that goes on at my job, do I?
No, you don't. You should. It's content. Anything for the content.
Content. I mean, I don't like. It's kind of like doxes myself for one, and two, it kind of like.
Fair enough, dude.
Because you have to remember, the police department knows who I am. Like that's kind of like a weird feeling to have the police department know who the local police know who you are. It's kind of like a weird feeling. Because I was like, okay, I'll tell you a story. I was in the club one day, and I was just like chilling, just doing some work. I was in my pajamas, right? I walked into the club, doing my job, right? Like trying to fix like an internet situation, right? I walk outside the club after I get done fixing it, and there's just like 2 police cars right there, right? Yeah. Just like, okay. And the woman comes up to me, and she's like, because she knows who I am. Just
policewoman?
So. Yeah, and she tells me the whole situation, which typically you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to just like go and talk to the manager or whatever, right? But she comes straight to me because she knows who I am. I'm just like, she's like, what's going on? We had a call that's 911 hang up, right? I'm like, 911 hang up. What'd they say? She's like answering my questions, like I'm the detective. What do I got? Like, did they say anything? Like, no. Like, I'm just sitting there in my pajamas, like. All right, well, the manager's inside. You can talk to him.
It's really funny.
Like, I don't think you understand how like incredibly like my Lux like I had like decent like maybe a bit above average intellect, like stats. My strength stats are probably a bit low, right? My cardio's bit higher than my athletic stats, and then you have my charisma is a bit higher than my cardio, and then you got my fucking luck stats with like fucking up here born to fucking wealth.
Anywhere not born in Congo is luck stat.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just basics, kind of. Actually, it's kind of a coin flip. There's a 35% chance you were born African or Indian.
Is it only 35?
Yeah, it's 35%.
No, right? It's gotta be more.
It is. Actually, if you at that point, if you incorporate being born as like Muslim, there's like a coin flip chance in hell that you kind of fucked. Yeah, the coin flip chance in hell you get fucked when you get born. 50% chance.
Huh. Interesting.
But at least we weren't born as Kaylee Anthony.
Casey Anthony.
No, Kaylee Anthony.
Oh, Kaylee's right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. True.
I still can't believe she got away with that shit. I still can't believe she got away with
that shit. Florida's had like so many controversial trials.
OJ, Casey, dude, it's like what the fuck is happening?
We also had that neighborhood watch guy who killed the black kid. I don't remember what his name was. Zimmerman. Yeah, that was another one.
That's it. He had the bag of Skittles. He stole it. Didn't know what to do. Had to end it. His life had to be ended.
I don't know how that went past, dude. That was crazy. How did he not go to jail for that?
Yeah, that one was kind of like very weird. Like The kid stole a bag of Skittles. Like
it wasn't like,
probably in a low.
It was also irrelevant. Like he followed him around and then apparently was approached and then he shot him.
Yeah.
Like what the I don't know, dude. I don't know. If you don't know about the Zimmerman case, that shit was crazy to me. I could believe Casey Anthony. I get it. Those type of trials are kind of hard because you need to, be able to. Basically, she's the only one who knew about it. Her boyfriend, I think, too, knew some parts. So the investigating and like actually applying the evidence, it gets a little difficult. There's like gray areas. However, it was proven that the Zimmerman guy literally was only neighborhood watch. He followed the other kid around, and then all of a sudden the kid dies. And basically it's a he said, and that's all you got. I mean, that one...
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. That was crazy.
The OJ one was like...
The OJ one, I mean, come on.
He had a clear fucking motive. He was the only one who would have wasted time to kill 2 people. He was the only one that would have done it.
Yeah, I don't know.
His wife and her fucking lover. Like who else would have done it? Like I feel like if I'm on the jury, I'm just like, he did it, right? Like, guys, come on. Dude, he's like, no, we have to look through all the evidence first and make sure. The glove didn't fit, by the way. The glove didn't fit. He was stretching out his hand like he's trying to avoid handcuffs being put on him or some shit. And he's wearing a second pair of glove underneath it. What the fuck are we talking about right now?
I read something on like why that case went the way it did, but I can't remember what it was. I wish it did. I wish I remembered, but
no. I'm gonna go so far as to say you got the fucking the IQ of the Congo people, you got the IQ of the fucking libtards, and then you got the fucking IQ of the OJ jury. Yeah, they're right down there.
Dude, Florida's the last frontier. We are the last Wild West where you could just shoot anybody you want. Claim self-defense.
Isn't the Diddy trial going to be in Florida?
Is it? I think you're right. I think it will be in Florida.
Oh man, no, he's getting off scot-free.
we got to cover it live. We're going to live stream the whole thing. Is it in Florida? It's in home. They rated his home.
South
in Florida.
Wait.
What is a freak off? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Where is Diddy trial being held? Brooklyn, New York. Okay. So he's definitely getting off scot-free.
We'll still cover it, but yeah, he's definitely getting off.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Holy fuck.
I mean, the alternative is he just dies.
Yeah,
he has to. He's literally fighting for his life here.
I mean, he either dies or he flips on people. So.
No, there is no flipping on people. Remember, he rejected the plea deal.
Right. Yeah, he's
once again. These people are incredibly selfish.
I fucked it up. You're correct. He just gets off scot-free. Yeah.
These people are incredible. All they care about is themselves. That's it. They only care about their lives. They will do fucking anything. This guy doesn't give 2 shits. He'll suck 1,000 dicks before he fucking allows himself to be killed by anyone.
True.
He probably already has anyway. But that's not the point.
Also true.
The point is, yeah, he's getting off scot-free. Jury selection? Yeah, you know what that means? You better fucking let him. You better write not guilty, otherwise you guys are getting fucking killed. You're going home to a dead wife and a dead dog.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
We also got to talk about Kanye, the man's.
My favorite new song.
I love America, baby. All right, guys. If you don't know who Kanye is, you probably live under a rock. But, dude, I love Kanye's music. I'll just start with that. He makes some banger songs, dude. And he's always made banger music. Kanye, probably know him as a rap artist or a songwriter.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. Recently, within the past, 10 years, he stood up to the Jewish establishment and has paid the heaviest of prices for it. I don't remember exactly what made him do it, but he went on an anti-Jewish rant, and all of a sudden, companies were pulling out their. He couldn't pull money from his bank. Is how bad it was. That's how crazy things got.
Yeah.
And that's also the reason he ran for presidency, was because they were stopping him from pulling out his money. But just for reference, Kanye hates Jewish people. He fucking hates them. And he recently made a song.
I'm gonna say I don't think he hates Jewish people. I think he hates the facts that the Jews that are currently in power are just being just shitty, right?
Okay, fair enough.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because once again, he if you read his statements on it, it's very clear the reason he made the Hail Hitler song wasn't because he actually likes Hitler or because he agrees with Nazism or anything like that. He's doing it just to piss off the people that controlled his section of the music industry for like decades, right? It has nothing to do with actual, like politics or propaganda or anything.
Well,
he doesn't give a shit about any of that.
It is kind of political.
He's just doing this to get back at these people and to bring back a sense of freedom of speech. Because
freedom
the reality
of speech,
of it is,
yes, thank you. That's what I was.
You can't go onto Giphy and type in Nazi or Hitler.
Yeah,
or you can type in Hitler. You can't type in Nazi and have anything pop up at all.
Yeah, it's
crazy. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you can disagree with Nazism. I think that's perfectly fine, right? I think most
people
people
be able to talk about it. We should still be able to talk about it.
You should still be able to talk about it. You should still be able to type in a word and have it not be censored.
Yeah.
And the fact that these things keep getting censored just tells me there's kind of like there's a bias that's happening at a higher level than people understand. And the reality of it is we are protected by the First Amendment.
Yep.
We are free to fly whatever flags we want. We are free to say whatever we want.
Yes, sir.
And we are free to use those words on any platform. While that doesn't absolve people of consequences for what they do say or what they don't say, it does. You should still be able to say these things.
Yes,
regardless of whether or not.
If you don't know, Kanye just released a new album. One of the songs is "Hail Hitler," and I haven't listened to it, but I listened to only parts of it, and it's
actually a pretty good song.
Yeah, it's going viral. It's everyone kind of likes it, and it's causing controversy. But I agree with what you just said. Like, it's just freedom of speech. Shut the fuck up. These companies that are encroaching on our freedom of speech and like blocking us from posting and looking for things, it's just ridiculous. Like, it's actually so insane. I don't want to live like Europe. We just saw a poor little Asian chick get punched in the head in France. I don't want to live like that, bruh. Please.
Yeah.
If like, what the fuck?
I don't think she's poor. I think she makes more money than most people. But yeah, that's besides the point. But yeah, no, it actually has a pretty solid beat. And it has like a bunch of black people that just say "Hail Hitler" the entire time.
Yeah, we can't play it sadly, but you should go look it up. It's a good song. It's fucking.
Isn't that crazy that we can't play that song? Isn't that fucking insane?
we can't play it because of copyright. So
yeah,
it's a little different.
I mean, does copyright apply here? Isn't copyright kind of like an industry standard, and the industry kind of isn't involved with this?
No. The song is copyrighted.
Let me type this in.
The bigger
the Hail Hitler song copyrighted? Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. AI should be able to tell me.
What?
Ye claims his single is banned from all digital streaming platforms. Isn't that insane?
Let me go check. Let me check on Spotify right now. Because actually, if it is banned, then we might be able to play it anyway. Hail Hitler. Wow, maybe he's right? Hold on. I'm going to be pissed if it is.
However, Doug, I will say this is a Mark Zuckerberg W, because all I ever see on my reels is the fucking Kanye song on Instagram. So I think this is a Zuckerberg W.
Wow. Huh. What the fuck? Dude, it's actually not on Spotify. Spotify, wow, I'm disappointed in you. That's cringe, guys. That's cringe.
Yeah.
That is insanely cringe. So he has 2 songs on Spotify. It's World War III and Cousins, which, if you don't know, Kanye came out recently and said that he sucked his cousin's dick for some reason. I don't know why.
That one I don't know about. I don't know if that one's freedom of speech or just trauma dumping or what the fuck.
I don't know what happened there. So he has. Wow. So there are 2 artists listed on Spotify. One of them is Kanye, and that has all his songs when he was Kanye. However, his new songs and his new albums are under Ye, and even though it's verified, he only has 2 songs on here, and it's World War III and Cousins. It's crazy.
Illegal in Germany.
Yeah, you can't talk about Nazis and Hitler in Germany. That's illegal. They'll arrest you on the street.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
That's just insane.
I'm in shock right now about the Spotify thing. That's wild. He's right. I hope he sues every
But
one of
you
them.
know, the thing is, Doug, I've seen it all over Instagram. This is the Zuckerberg W.
I agree. Well,
telling you.
Zuckerberg has kind of jumped to the opposite end. Thankfully, we really needed.
Yeah.
We need more tech CEOs to be freedom of speech. I cannot express to you how
100%.
important that is. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
Like, listen,
that's
I guarantee you, Meta comes out with a music app this year or next year.
I hope they do. Spotify, I'm disappointed in you guys.
Dude, I think Meta's taking over.
In you guys.
I think all these other tech companies are living in archaic times by not allowing this kind of, content, right? And by banning specific songs. I think they're living in an archaic time where they think they can continue to push their propaganda and their optics without fear of consequences, right?
Yeah.
I think we are entering the free speech era at this point. I think Meta is going to come out on top. I think it's going to beat out Apple at some point. If because I can't find it on Apple Music either.
I can't find it on YouTube, bro. Can you find it on YouTube? Look it up.
You can't get it on YouTube.
What the fuck? Nah, bro. That's crazy.
Apple, YouTube, Spotify, you can't find that shit. I'll look for it right now.
That's insane. That's insane, guys. That's insane.
Yeah.
That needs to be fixed. Nah, that's wild. I thought the other stuff we talked about is like the craziest news, but this is actually fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find
crazy.
it. I can't find it on YouTube. What right does YouTube have to censor the song? Dude, I hope he sues all of them. I hope it goes to the Supreme Court, and I hope he fucking takes billions of dollars from each of them, dude.
Oh, I bet. He probably will. That's probably what is his plan all along.
He needs... Good. I hope he sues every last one of them for freedom of speech infringement and fucks them and takes all of their money. That's insane that I cannot find his song just because it's hailing Hitler. That's ridiculous. I can't find it anywhere.
Nope.
What the fuck, dude?
You have to go to Instagram.
Nah, dude, that's unreal, guys. That's ridiculous.
I mean, you can get it on X too. You can listen to it on X.
Well, bless X, but dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, like once again, all these like mega corporations, all these industries, they're owned by the same people, right? So it's kind of like, or the people with same interests, I should say.
He needs to sue them. I hope he needs to sue them. He needs to sue them in the name of freedom of speech. He has to sue them. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Holy
this guy.
Fuck. I like ruined my setup. That's wild. Yeah. So like honestly, we probably could play the song and then it would be up to Kanye himself. I wonder what would happen to our channels if we played the song on the show, actually.
What do you think would happen if YouTube, Spotify, and Apple don't allow?
They would probably make us take down our video. They would probably make us take down our video.
Listen, Doug, if they
episode.
banned his song, they didn't ban his account because they still make money off of his songs being played on their applications. They would just ban us. Like Doug, we're like a small little fucking shrimp in a fucking barrel of giant fish. They would just pick us off. Like Doug,
wow.
Like you can listen to it on your own, right? You can find it on Instagram or X, which apparently are the only two free speech platforms at this point in time.
Really, you can't listen to it on your own. Like, apparently it's difficult to go and listen to. Dude, I can't believe you can't even find it on, like, the YouTube, where people just post illegal shit all the time. Dude, I can look up a video of, like, fucking... Dude, go to YouTube and look up breastfeeding video. How to breastfeed. Like,
yeah, you can look that up.
Yeah, you can look up people getting blown to pieces on YouTube, but Hail Hitler, the song, is banned? What? That's wild.
Yeah, and the weird thing about it is I can find other songs on Apple Music that say Hail Hitler as their title.
Yeah,
right?
I saw that. Yeah. It's the same thing on Spotify.
But for some reason, I don't want this specific song. Like, actually, it's a pretty good beat, too. I ain't gonna lie.
It's actually not a bad song. The fact that it's okay, so that means it's not only banned. Well, I mean, banning.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if nobody can post it, you can't do a lyrics video, you can't do a cover. It's just banned. Like they will just hunt you down and fucking remove you. Wow.
Yeah.
I hope he
That's pretty
sues.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
He has to.
insane. He has to.
I mean, it's free money. Why wouldn't you?
It is free money. That is the most fucking blatant. Also, Trump just signed in a law that makes this illegal. So
yeah, yeah, he's 100% going to be able to sue. I guarantee you that was his plan the entire time. He's like, I'm going to release this song. They're going to take the bait, and then I'm going to sue the shit out of them with a class action Supreme Court lawsuit. And he has the money to do it too.
Yeah,
he ain't poor.
No,
he's fucking rich.
No, he needs to sue them. He needs to sue them, like 100%. In the name of freedom of speech for all of us, he needs to sue them right now. That's crazy. Yeah. Holy shit!
This may be the first. This may be the first court case where the lawyers involved with the celebrity aren't Jewish. It's gonna be crazy.
True.
Oh,
damn, that's wild, man. That's unreal. I can't believe that. Fucking
yeah, I mean, it's like, how do people not get? It's not about Hitler or Nazism. It's about you preventing people from saying what they want to say. Like, imagine if they just didn't do anything; they just let the song stay on like their platforms, right? No one would give a shit. Yeah. But because they banned it, now it's getting national attention, right?
What was the there's a word?
Yourself in the foot.
There's a word for that. The effect. It's
yes, I know that.
You know what I'm talking about? It's not Barbra Streisand, right?
Yeah, it's Streisand effect. That's it.
Streisand effect. Yeah. So this woman, I can't remember what it was specifically. We're reading it right now.
Yeah, Streisand effect is a phenomenon where an attempt to hide or remove information online actually increases public awareness of that information. Seen after the attempt by Barbra Streisand to suppress a photograph of her Malibu home, which ultimately drew more attention to the image. Essentially, the effort to censor or remove content can have the opposite effect, leading to more widespread distribution and visibility.
This is 100% that, because you're right. I may have like listened to it once or something, just for fuck's sake. Yeah. But like most people are probably not gonna like go and seek it out unless they say it's banned. Unless it gets banned.
Yeah, forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest, right?
Yeah,
that's why you see a bunch of Instagram reels on it. Like I go on Instagram, that's all I see. I bet if it wasn't banned, no one would give a shit, right? They'd just be like, "Oh, this is pretty funny, isn't it?" Move on. But because it's banned, now it's like, "Oh, hey guys, here's the shit that you banned. We're gonna be listening to it all fucking day."
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That's the most insane thing I've heard of all the things we talked about today. That's insane.
Yeah, forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest, and spite smells the nicest.
Okay, calm down there.
I'm a fucking poet now, Doug.
Yeah, you are. Fucking dropping bars. Write your own song.
Oh, I will. It's gonna be twice as many bands shit.
That's so wild, dude. I compare it to all the things I can find on YouTube right now. I can literally look up Taliban activity on YouTube and find them doing horrific things. You could probably find CP on YouTube. Like, I mean, like, it's just insane the amount of terrible shit you could find on YouTube. But God forbid we listen to the Hail Hitler song. I'm sorry, but we are not like. The Jews should not be running the country. Is all I got to say about it. Like, what the fuck? Jesus, man.
I don't know. Maybe Trump's turning the tides. Maybe Trump is changing the political spectrum going on over here.
I fucking hope he does, dude. They did sign in a bunch of laws that like helped protect the Jews from anti-Semitism. So I don't really know how that lines up, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's got to be fixed.
Oh, did you see the picture of Trump as the Pope?
Yeah, that was so funny. They had an AI. I mean, I don't know about him specifically, but there was an image of him as
on
the
White
Pope
House. On the White House.
On the White House account as posted. They actually talked to him about it already, and they're like, "Dude, he's like, it's a joke. To kill yourself in Minecraft if you don't understand it."
Oh my god.
Yeah, damn, bro, that's wild.
What's going on?
We do have some cool news. We have trade deals. The first trade deal has been announced between the U.S. and the UK.
Oh shit!
What's this? Breaking news.
Trying to kidnap a European chick, and this is France, obviously.
Of course, it's in France. Yeah, China did. Oh, they're trying to kidnap a European chick. I don't know what's helping.
Oh, gun. That's a gun, Doug.
Oh, shit.
Look.
Oh, my. You're right. It is a gun. Oh, nice. This guy's got the gun.
So apparently this guy fended him off. Okay, these two are okay. These three are the perpetrators.
Yeah.
This guy opens the door. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
He's like, "Come on, guys.
Well,
what are we doing? Get the chick. Get the
Come
chick in
on,
the car.
guys. What are we doing here? This isn't what we do here. Come on, guys.
This is unprofessional."
This guy runs over to stand there, I guess.
I know, yeah. What is he doing? He's just he's on the
this
phone.
This guy actually comes over
Thank
and helps.
God. Okay, this guy comes out with a fire extinguisher.
He brings a fucking fire extinguisher. He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Yeah.
Look at it. Okay, that was a terrible throw.
Just another dude. That fire extinguisher is like industrial. I'd imagine it's kind of heavy.
Yeah, probably. You see,
Just
this guy
another
just
day
fucking
in France. Wait, what's the symbol on that van? What is that? A company?
Chronopost. Let's type it in. See what comes up.
Let's see what are they doing there at Chronopost?
Track your parcel.
Bro, what? That's a government. That's like a government vehicle they jumped out of.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got to be their version of like.
Okay,
US
okay. Here, let's look at the Wikipedia.
Okay.
Member of the La Poste Group, provides express shipping and deliveries both domestically in France and international. Postal service company in France. How did they get access to it?
I don't know, but dude, imagine using a UPS truck to fucking kidnap a chick.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's
kind of
wild.
in the United States.
Dude, the conspiracy theories would run wild.
I want to see what the comments are.
They're gonna be in French, so. Oh no, they're not. Let's go.
It's time to play Negan.
What the hell?
Why are most of the cowards standing by just watching? This is because of the bystander effect. When there's more people around, you feel like you have less responsibility to assist in the problem.
To be fair, one person was on a phone and everyone else kind of jumped in. So I
mean, there was a guy with a fire extinguisher and the other dude picked up the gun and pointed at him. At least he had some basic understanding of the situation.
This isn't the worst bystander effect I've ever seen.
This guy with a blue checkmark says, "Don't they have any men in that country?" They don't. They're only French.
They do. They do. It's just half of them are French and the half are Muslim. So,
yeah, kind of depends on what kind of men you're talking about. She did well to resist and make as much noise as possible. Once you are taken to a secondary location, your chances of survival fall off.
Actually, yeah, kudos to that woman fending off 3 men trying to drag her into a van. Well, one of them had probably a gun in her head.
I don't know who's weaker, the African migrants for being unable to kidnap one single woman, or the men that were standing around watching them try to kidnap them.
I don't know,
Holy
dude.
shit.
But France is cooked, man. France is so cooked.
Yeah.
We do have one more incident in which it would appear. Okay, we'll pull up this video and we can let the viewers and you decide. But look up the Coke incident.
The Coke incident?
Yeah, look up. I don't even know. Just look up cocaine. See what pops up. Yeah. So we have this video here. There's a couple angles. This one is the least clear in my opinion, but I want you guys to watch it before I say kind of distinctly what happened. But yeah, so there's that bag on the table there. I don't know if it's bag. Some people are saying a tissue. They say a tissue bag. Don't really know. And we have the Prime Minister of France, Macron. We have the Prime Minister of the UK, Steimer, and this is the new Prime Minister of Germany, or the Chancellor. Sorry. I don't know his name yet. But so he's got that spoon there he just picked up in his hand, and then Macron kind of moves the tissue or the bag. I can't really tell. So if you see the guy on the right, the Chancellor, that stick there, they're arguing that stick is the little spoon you put it up your nose to snort coke. Yeah. And that he has that bag in his hand there. So there is another angle where they zoom in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. I can't tell if I'm being entirely honest.
It's pretty obviously Coke. It's definitely not AI generated.
No, it's not. It's not AI generated. That's confirmed. It's not AI generated. It's this is actual footage. Yeah.
Yeah. The people are saying it is. It's not. Yeah. Shocker. People that have a shit ton of money and they're rich and they're powerful, they do Coke because they have nothing else better to do with their lives.
True.
Shocker. Yeah. Revelation of the century. Anything else going on?
No, we've got 2 trade deals. So the UK-US trade deal is in place, or it will be in place, and then the U.S. and China, I don't know what's going on. They said that they have come to some terms, and we'll probably see some decrease in tariffs. But yeah, just those two making headway, and then India and Pakistan are not fighting anymore. Trump has told them to stop. He put them back on their leash. So who knows? Maybe they'll. Hopefully they stop. Nothing escalates, or hopefully, what's this?
I don't know. Apparently, it's
random stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Haley.
First, this looks like a woman.
I don't know. What is this? Is this like old footage? Like, what is this camera?
I don't know.
Like what?
Yeah,
what is this camera?
I don't even know what to make of that. Shoplifter punches security guard in the face and receives a quick and helpful education. Oh. Indians versus the black guy? Oh. It's United Kingdom. Never mind.
Oh, France and the United Kingdom.
Oh. Oh, now you got to pay the price. Beat the shit out of. Come on. Give her a quick 1-2. Come on. Yeah.
Look, click the trending for Holly. Trending with Casey and Diddy on your right, on the right, down. Trending Holly under yep.
Cassie.
Haley. I don't know what this is.
Cassie, Doug. Cassie.
It says
Haley
Haley.
has Bruce Chip. It says Cassie.
Yes, Cassie. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
He chipped her tooth and bruised her arms. Oh, I don't know, some fucking random drama. Some more Twitter drama.
Halle Bailey's restraining order claiming he chipped her tooth and bruised her arms in a brutal attack. DDG attacked her. Yeah, sure, probably. Who gives a shit? Why don't you just divorce him and get your money or some shit? I don't know.
I thought they were divorced.
Diddy trial? I don't know. Like DDG, it's I mean Diddy's already fucked. Like he's at this point everything else is just gravy on the top.
Fair enough. Well, I think that about covers us for the night, unless you have anything.
No. Hopefully something crazy happens. Nothing ever happens. So.
Nothing ever happens. I don't know.
Nothing ever happens.
I feel like this week's been. I actually came in thinking we didn't have that much, but the Kanye, the Big Pharma takedown, that was pretty big news. Pretty big, huge, bigly news.
Bigly.